Hello everyone, welcome to Electronics Home.
Basics of electronics. Today topics. First, resistor. Second, capacitor. Third, transistor. Fourth, inductor. Fifth, diode. Sixth, LED. 1. Resistor. A resistor is an electrical component that limits or regulates the flow of electrical current in an electronic circuit. Resistor made of. Most common, modern resistors are made out of either a carbon, metal, or metal oxide film. In these resistors, a thin film of conductive though still resistive material is wrapped in a helix around and covered by an insulating material. Resistor interior parts. Types of resistor. Carbon composition resistor, thermistor, wire wound resistor, metal film resistor, carbon film resistor, variable resistor, varistor, light dependent resistor. Resistors used in real life. Resistors are electrical components in an electric circuit that slow down current in the circuit. Appliances such as electric heaters, electric ovens, and toasters all use resistors to turn current into heat, then using the heat lost from this resistor to warm the surrounding area. Resistors are used for many purposes. A few examples include delimit electric current, voltage division, heat generation, matching and loading circuits, control gain, and fixed time constants. They are commercially available with resistance values over a range of more than 9 orders of magnitude. Two. Capacitor. A capacitor is a device that stores electrical energy in an electric field. It is a passive electronic component with two terminals. The effect of a capacitor is known as capacitance. Capacitor made of. In its basic form, a capacitor consists of two or more parallel conductive metal plates which are not connected or touching each other, but are electrically separated either by air or by some form of a good insulating material such as wax paper, mica, ceramic, plastic, or some form of a liquid gel is used in electrolytic capacitors. The insulating layer between a capacitor's plates is commonly called the dielectric. Capacitor interior parts. Types of capacitors. Film capacitors, ceramic capacitors, electrolytic capacitors, variable capacitors, disc caps. Capacitor applications examples. The most common use for capacitors is energy storage. Additional uses include power conditioning, signal coupling or decoupling, electronic noise filtering, and remote sensing. Because of its varied applications, capacitors are used in a wide range of industries and have become a vital part of everyday life. Introduction to transistor. PNP and NPN transistor. A transistor is a semiconductor device used to amplify or switch electronic signals and electrical power. It is composed of semiconductor material usually with at least 3 terminals for connection to an external circuit. A transistor is a miniature electronic component that can do 2 different jobs. It can work either as an amplifier or a switch. When it works as an amplifier, it takes in a tiny electric current at one end, an input current, and produces a much bigger electric current, an output current, at the other. Transistor made of. Most transistors are made from very pure silicon, and some from germanium, but certain other semiconductor materials are sometimes used. A transistor may have only one kind of charge carrier, in a field effect transistor, or may have two kinds of charge carriers in bipolar junction transistor devices. PNP transistors are made up of two layers of P material with a sandwiched layer of N. The NPN transistors are made up of two layers of N material and sandwiched with one layer of P material. Types of transistors. Transistors are basically classified into two types. They are bipolar junction transistors, BJT, and field effect transistors, FET. The BJTs are again classified into NPN and PNP transistors. Transistor applications in daily life. Transistors are used in our day-to-day lives in many forms which we are aware of as amplifiers and switching apparatus. As amplifiers, they are being used in various oscillators, modulators, detectors, and nearly in any circuit in order to perform a function. In a digital circuit, transistors are used as switches. Inductor. An inductor, also called a coil, choke, or reactor, is a passive two-terminal electrical component that stores energy in a magnetic field when electric current flows through it. Inductor made of. An inductor usually consists of a coil of conducting material, typically insulated copper wire, wrapped around a core either of plastic to create an air core inductor, or of a ferromagnetic or ferrimagnetic material. The latter is called an iron core inductor. They are used to block AC while allowing DC to pass. Inductors designed for this purpose are called chokes. They are also used in electronic filters to separate signals of different frequencies, and in combination with capacitors to make tuned circuits, used to tune radio and TV receivers.
Inductor working.
Types of inductor. Air core inductor, iron core inductor, ferrite core inductor, soft ferrite, hard ferrite, iron powder inductor, laminated core inductor, bobbin-based inductor, toroidal inductor, multi-layer ceramic inductors. Inductor usage. Inductors are used in tuning circuits. These are used as sensors. It is also used to store energy in a device. Inductors are used in induction motors. It is used as transformers. Inductors are used as filters. Uses of inductors in chokes. Inductors are used extensively with capacitors and resistors to create filters for analog circuits and in signal processing. Alone, an inductor functions as a low-pass filter, since the impedance of an inductor increases as the frequency of a signal increases. Inductors and capacitors together form resonant devices, useful for oscillators, generation of frequencies, as also being a major part of transmission and reception of radio signals. Both the elements together can work as excellent filters for rectifier circuits, and also for high-pass, low-pass filters. Five. Diode. A diode is a semiconductor device that essentially acts as a one-way switch for current. It allows current to flow easily in one direction, but severely restricts current from flowing in the opposite direction. Diodes can be used as rectifiers, signal limiters, voltage regulators, switches, signal modulators, signal mixers, signal demodulators, and oscillators. The fundamental property of a diode is its tendency to conduct electric current in only one direction. Diode made of a semiconductor diode, the most commonly used type today, is a crystalline piece of semiconductor material with a p-n junction connected to two electrical terminals. Today, most diodes are made of silicon, but other materials such as gallium arsenide and germanium are also used. Types of diode: Zener diode, p-n junction diode, tunnel diode, varactor diode, Schottky diode, photodiode, pin diode, laser diode. Diode usage. Early diodes were used to convert AC to DC and to filter out the signal in radios. Diodes have since become ubiquitous, used to protect electronics, light our homes and send remote control signals. Rectifying a voltage, such as turning the AC into DC voltages. Isolating signals from a supply. Voltage reference. Controlling the size of a signal. Mixing signals. Detection signals. Lighting systems. Laser diodes. Six. LED. A light-emitting diode is a semiconductor light source that emits light when current flows through it. Electrons in the semiconductor recombine with electron holes, releasing energy in the form of photons. LED made of. LEDs are comprised of compound semiconductor materials, which are made up of elements from group 3 and group V of the periodic table. These are known as EV materials. Examples of EV materials commonly used to make LEDs are gallium arsenide gas and gallium phosphide gap. The light-emitting diode, or LED as it is more commonly called, is basically just a specialized type of diode as they have very similar electrical characteristics to a p-n junction diode. This means that an LED will pass current in its forward direction but block the flow of current in the reverse direction. LED image. Types of LED. Through-hole LEDs. SMD LEDs, surface mount light emitting diodes. Bicolor LEDs. RGB LED, red, blue, green LED. High power LEDs. LED usage. TV backlighting, smartphone backlighting, LED displays, automotive lighting, dimming of lights. LEDs are used in applications as diverse as aviation lighting, automotive headlamps, advertising, general lighting, traffic signals, camera flashes, lighted wallpaper, horticultural grow lights, and medical devices. Subscribe to my channel and click bell icon. Thank you.